Ooh, a new game. Time for What Happened on My Universe mode! Yes, we have 2K19, and we're going to carry on where we left off with Smackdown. Live? Kinda live. The show took place in Birmingham, Alabama, and later on we're going to find out who attacked Roman Reigns on Raw earlier in this gaming week. But first, the show opened with Bayley, and she was taking on Mickie James one-on-one. This one began with Bayley throwing Mickie James into the corner. She charged at her, but Mickie moved out of the way, hit her with a Luthez press, then threw Bayley into the corner herself and nailing her with a monkey flip. Following that, Mickie James channeled her inner Austin Powers with a judo throw. But after that, she was reversed. Bayley hit a European uppercut and then a slam elbow drop combo. Not to be outdone, Bayley threw Mickie James back into the corner and hit her with a monkey flip, which I couldn't say whether or not it was better than the original, but Mickie James didn't appreciate it. She got up after a kick, smashed her in the face, smashed her face onto the mat, and then hit her with a suplex. Unfortunately for Mickie James, Bayley reversed again after that, catching her leg and putting her in the corner. She then nailed a big bulldog and caught some insane air with a senton. Bayley now had the momentum and she was hitting her big comeback move, which culminated in her swinging her arms about and nailing a glorious elbow in the corner. But once again, she got reversed. There were a lot of reversals in this match. Mickie James once again hit a Luthez press and then followed that with the Mick kick and her finishing DDT that I can't remember the name of, but I think it's like Mickey T, is it? I can't remember. Either way, Bayley was down for the free count and Mickie James was victorious, but will she be victorious in a massive battle royal at TLC for the Smackdown Women's Championship? Backstage, Titus O'Neil bumped into Intercontinental Champion AJ Styles, and wouldn't you know, he went and tried to get the title for himself using the 24/7 rule. Titus O'Neil started the backstage fight with a crazy long suplex. He then threw AJ against the wall and hit him with a slam, but as he tried to drag him across the corridor, AJ reversed and got the advantage. AJ Styles kept it simple, hitting punches and kicks, and when Titus O'Neil tried to reverse one of them, he just kicked him with an enziguri in the face. He sent him into the parking lot and grabbed a chair, which is a good way of getting an advantage. The two men continued brawling in the parking lot, and that's where Titus O'Neil was able to catch a break, or catch AJ's leg to be exact, and sent him to the floor. He rammed him with a box, but when he went for a fall-away slam, AJ Styles countered and hit him with a side suplex. AJ Styles could have just ran away then, but he wanted to make sure Titus O'Neil didn't interfere in his match later, as he was taking on Bobby Roode, so he hit a Styles clash on the concrete floor, rammed him into a window, jumped on him from a great height, and then hit him with another Styles clash, this time on a car. So AJ Styles definitely won that one, but hopefully the car wasn't too damaged. Back to ringside now, and the Big Show was in action. The former world champion was taking on Rhino in what could possibly be a 5-minute jobber challenge. Now, I'll level with you here, there was supposed to be interference in this match by The Miz, but I know what you're thinking. Wasn't The Miz feuding with Christian? And yeah, he was, and I completely forgot. So this is actually just a squash because The Miz didn't actually interfere. But the Big Show did destroy Rhino. Rhino did get a little bit of offense in, but basically the Big Show took him apart. The end of the match came when the Big Show finally got the advantage back, hitting an STO, hitting a butt bump in the corner, hitting the final cut, and then finishing it all off with a WMD knockout punch. Rhino was down for the count. 1, 2, 3. Big Show was victorious. Maybe he'll get a title shot in the future. Our mid-show matchup on SmackDown featured the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, in a tag team match against two members of the New Day. It was Big E and Kofi Kingston, with Xavier Woods at ringside blowing his trombone. But he couldn't blow it yet, as the match began with the Usos destroying Kofi Kingston, hitting him with stereo super kicks and knees to the head. It was pretty vicious. More stereo super kicks followed, double teamless if you will, before the hot tag came and Big E was able to tag in. Big E then took it to Jimmy Uso with a couple of big backbreakers and a takedown, followed by a belly to belly. Jimmy Uso tried to get the advantage. He threw the New Day member into the corner, but Big E dodged, took him down again, but when he went for a kick, oh no, he got caught and Jimmy Uso caught the advantage. He threw up Big E, hit him with a Samoan drop and a super kick, and surprisingly Kofi Kingston didn't come in to stop the pinfall and I couldn't kick out. So the Usos were victorious. In Smackdown's semi-final matchup, Intercontinental Champion AJ Styles, as stated earlier, was facing Bobby Roode in a normal one-on-one contest. Bobby Roode has obviously been having problems with Curt Hawkins recently, or he keeps attacking Curt Hawkins, and after hitting AJ Styles with a slam, that problem reared its ugly head. Curt Hawkins wasn't just going to stand around and do nothing though. He ran straight into the ring, kicked Bobby Roode in the gut and nailed him with his finishing move. And, well, AJ Styles got disqualified. Bobby Roode won, but I'm pretty sure AJ Styles would probably appreciate the break. It was time for the final match of the week and the SmackDown main event, which saw Cesaro facing off one-on-one against John Cena, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Now, John Cena was pissed off and he wasn't going to let Cesaro get any offense in on this match, mainly because his partner Roman Reigns was attacked on the previous edition of Raw by some masked man. We were going to find out at the end of this match who that masked man was. But before then, he had to dispose of Cesaro, so he wanted to get it done quickly. Cesaro had other ideas, however, as he reversed the AA with a reverse DDT. He then hit a cool looking slam and went for a punch. John Cena was, as I said, pissed off, so he punched Cesaro back, hit him with the AA, rolled him over and hit him with the AA once again. Cena then pinned Cesaro. 1, 2, 3. The match was over. Cena had won, but he wasn't celebrating. He was waiting to see who would be the masked man, and the masked man came out holding a weird object, which he then threw on the floor into a puff of green smoke. It was now time to find out who attacked Roman Reigns on the prior edition of Raw. Who was it? Who was it? It was John Cena? What? On that bombshell, that's it for another edition of What Happened on My Universe Mode! TLC next, like and subscribe.